of our Shaykh, Hafizahullah, he used to say to us that for 3 years he was making 3 du'as to Allah. After 3 years, he didn't give up. We make dua to Allah for a month, 2 months, 6 months, and we give up. And there's a beautiful hadith as well. The Prophet ﷺ says to his companions, you get tired of asking, but Allah doesn't get tired. So the ulama, they say that whenever Allah delays any dua from, because Allah loves to listen to your voice. He loves listening for that yearning that you have for Him and that pleading. Oh Allah, please, please. Allah loves that. So our Shaykh says that for 3 years he was making this dua. After 3 years went past, he didn't give up. After 3 years, Allah fulfilled his wish. And then he came to realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could have just given it straight away. Why did Allah delay it for those 3 years? It's not like Allah is incapable of giving it to him. Allah could have given it to him, but why did Allah delay it for those 3 years? So he said, there's so much wisdom. Number one is his iman in Allah increased. And dua itself is a ibadah, is a worship. So you get the reward. So he got the reward of all those 3 years of making dua. And the trust in Allah increased. And it was actually the right time for him. So in the Quran, Allah, when He says, أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ, He actually mentions the ijab before the mas'ala, before the asking. In the Arabic language, it's like when you mention the object before the subject, it's definite. It gives the emphasis of definite. Like without a doubt, Allah gives. So He says, the ayah is, أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي. So in the ayah, Allah says He gives you whatever you ask Him for. And then He says, فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي. So Allah says, ujibu, it means I will give. So there's no doubt about that. Without any room for any doubt, Allah definitely will give. And then He says for the slaves, He says, فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي. So let them respond to me. So istijaba and ijaba. Allah says for Himself, He gives. He will respond. He will respond. But for the slaves, He doesn't say, so let them respond. He says, let them try to respond. So Allah wants you to also do your part, but He doesn't make it definite. He says, make sure it's like this. No, He says, let them try to respond. Because Allah knows we cannot be perfect in asking Allah. But let them try to respond to Allah's call. But then He says, for definite, let them have iman. In here, He doesn't say, let them try to have iman. Make effort to have iman. No, He says, definitely you must have iman. You must believe that Allah gives.